Good morning, Grosse Point Board of Realtors. It's me again, the knife guy, your favorite knife guy. I'm here to talk to you today, as always, not actually about knives. I'm actually here more from an educational perspective on how you can stay top of mind with every single client that you work with and why that's so important in your business, whether you're in real estate or mortgages. And the reason I say that is because if your clients can't remember you, then they can't use you again or refer you business, right? And I know in real estate and in lending, repeat business and referrals are really the name of the game if you want to be successful over the long run. And so every good realtor, every good loan officer knows that the end of the transaction shouldn't be the end of a relationship you have with the client. In fact, it should be the beginning of a lifetime of consistently adding value and pouring back into that relationship, because that's how you earn repeat and referral business over time. And at the end of the transaction, there's an opportunity to really brand yourself that goes by the wayside for most agents. And of course, that opportunity that I'm talking about is your closing gift. So for closing gifts, what's the most popular gifts you see out there in the marketplace? You can type it in the chat or take yourself off mute. And yeah, it's usually the typical things you see are gift baskets, bottles of booze, right? Wine, champagne, gift cards, Lowe's or Home Depot, decorations, doormats, door knockers, pictures, paintings, signs, coasters. The challenge with most of those gifts is that 90% of them are consumed right away. So your client loves them, but then they eat them, drink them, spend them, and you spend all that money and there's nothing left to show for it afterwards. The other 10% of gifts that don't get consumed right away, they're usually not all that useful. So they just kind of sit there and collect dust. So our solution is that we brand you forever. And what do I mean by forever? If you're a Cutco owner, if you've purchased a set or used this as gifts before, I want you to show me some love. You can use the reactions on Zoom. You can wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. You can type in something in the chat box. If you're not familiar, we've been around since the 40s, super high quality. We take your information, we engrave it on the product. And what that does is it keeps you top of mind forever. So the National Association of Realtors says that 83% of clients, when surveyed after the transaction, said they would use their same agent again. Only 11% actually list with the same agent who helped them buy the home in the first place. So the challenge isn't necessarily doing a good job, it's staying top of mind and staying in the forefront of your client's mind when it comes to who their trusted advisor is in real estate or lending. And so what we do is we take your information, we engrave it on the blade. It also makes it 100% legally tax deductible. And how many of you have used a knife in your kitchen or a pair of scissors in the last 7 days, right? So that's why this makes sense. The gifts range between $90 to $250. We can send you a year supply, bill you over 6 months, and you still get everything up front. So it works super easy for your cash flow. What I'm going to do is put my information in the chat box, my cell phone. And if you have closings coming up that you need gifts for, just shoot me a text message. And I'm actually going to offer the first 5 agents to place an order from this meeting $100 in free Cutco. So reach out to me right away and I'll follow up with you after the meeting and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. How was that? I didn't have my timer going. I forgot to
You're
start.
you were about 30 seconds over, which isn't bad. I think we can
Okay.
make that work.
Okay, is that doable?
Yeah, and
Okay.
that was really good. That was very good. You always do a nice presentation, but yeah, that
Thank
was
you.
good.
It's like I have so much more that I could say, but it's
I
hard to
know.
boil it down. So
And
yeah,
that was the $100 free for the first 5 people from this meeting, right?
yep.
Okay. I will edit in. What phone number do you want them to call?
The 616-295-5537.
537. I will put that on the screen into the video for you.
Cool.
And
And
then
then,
we'll put something in the chat too.
okay, great. Do you have like a cover slide or anything for my sponsorship, or is that